Welcome, beautiful damsels. Attraction isn't something you see, it's something you feel before you even know why. There's something almost mystical about the way certain people draw you in. And here's a little-known fact. The Sigma female, often oblivious to her own charm, holds this power in spades. She's not trying to be magnetic. In fact, she'd be the first to tell you she's just living her life, minding her own business. And yet, here we are. People gravitate toward her, double-taking in hallways, awkwardly stammering through conversations, or simply feeling a strange pull that they can't quite explain. So why doesn't she realize it? Well, that's part of the charm. Sigma females are often too focused on their goals, growth, and inner world to notice the wake of fascination they leave behind. But make no mistake, this quiet allure is far more potent than any over-the-top flaunting you'll see from others trying too hard. And once you start paying attention, the signs become undeniable. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might realize you've been far more attractive than you ever imagined, and you've been pulling people in without even trying. Oh, and don't worry, we'll keep the humble pie servings to a minimum. You've earned this revelation. Number 1. Effortless confidence, not performance. One of the most striking traits of a Sigma female is her effortless confidence. It's not the loud, look-at-me kind of confidence that you see so often. It's quiet, steady, and deeply rooted in who she is. She's not concerned with impressing others or trying to stand out in a crowd. She knows her worth without needing anyone else to confirm it. This kind of confidence is rare and magnetic because it's not a performance. People around her can sense that she's not putting on a show, and that's what draws them in. Most people are busy trying to get others to notice them, whether through flashy appearances, over-the-top behavior, or constantly seeking validation. But the Sigma female is the opposite. She doesn't seek out attention, yet it finds her anyway. Her confidence is so natural that it feels effortless. She's not trying to convince anyone of her value. She simply carries it with her in how she speaks, how she moves, and how she lives her life. This authenticity is incredibly attractive because it's so different from the usual scramble for approval. What makes it even more powerful is that she's usually unaware of the effect she's having. She's too busy being herself, focusing on her goals and interests, to notice how many people are drawn to her quiet strength. It's this unintentional magnetism that makes her even more appealing. People are used to others trying to impress them, so when they meet someone who doesn't care about that, it catches them off guard, in the best way possible. This is the kind of allure that sticks with people, even when she's not trying to make an impression. Number 2, unconscious impact on people's energy. A Sigma female often has an unconscious impact on people's energy, and this is one of the most fascinating things about her. Without even trying, she shifts the mood of any room she walks into. It's not something she does on purpose. It's simply the way she carries herself. Her calm, self-assured presence makes others stop and take notice, even if they can't quite put their finger on why. It's not about her saying anything profound or drawing attention to herself. She just is, and people feel it. What makes this even more interesting is that she's usually completely unaware of the effect she's having. She's just doing her thing, but others are subtly reacting to her energy. Some might feel a sudden need to prove themselves around her, while others may feel nervous or even intimidated. It's not because she's cold or aloof, though she can sometimes come across that way, but because her presence forces people to reflect on themselves. They feel like they need to measure up, even if she's not judging them at all. People are naturally drawn to this kind of energy. They may not understand why they feel compelled to be around her, but they sense that there's something different, something powerful. This magnetic pull is not about her appearance or charm. It's deeper than that. It's an unconscious attraction to her inner strength and authenticity. And the funny thing is, she doesn't even realize it. While others are scrambling to figure out why they feel unsettled or intrigued in her presence, she's just going about her day, completely unaware of the subtle waves she's causing. This ability to shift energy without even trying is one of the clearest signs that she's far more attractive than she thinks. Number 3. The intimidation factor without trying. A Sigma female often intimidates others without even realizing it. The funny thing is, she's not trying to be intimidating at all. It's just a natural outcome of her independence and self-confidence. Most people are used to reading others based on social cues, but with a Sigma, there's no obvious need for approval, no anxious energy, no desire to fit in. This throws people off balance because they can't figure her out. They expect certain reactions or behaviors, but she doesn't play by those rules, and that makes her unpredictable, which can be intimidating. This isn't the kind of intimidation that comes from aggression or dominance. Instead, it's her calm, composed demeanor that makes people uneasy. She doesn't care if she's liked or not, and that alone can unsettle those who are used to dealing with people who crave validation. Her ability to stay unbothered by opinions or judgments creates a quiet power that others can't ignore, even if they don't understand it. People may find themselves second-guessing what they say or do around her, not because she's judging them, but because they feel the need to measure up. Her lack of neediness makes them question their own. This can trigger insecurity in some, while others find it deeply attractive. Either way, her presence forces people to reflect on themselves, and that's where the intimidation kicks in. The truth is, people are often intimidated by what they can't control or predict, and the Sigma female embodies that. She's not putting on a show, she's not trying to impress anyone, and she's not interested in the usual social games. It's her genuine independence and freedom from others' opinions that makes her stand out, leaving people both intrigued and a little on edge. Number 4. A quiet intensity that captivates. The quiet intensity of a Sigma female is something people can't ignore, even if they don't fully understand it. She's not loud or flashy, but there's a depth to her that people feel, and it stays with them. It's in the way she listens, the way she observes, and the way she carries herself. Her presence has a weight to it, and that draws people in. She doesn't have to say much. Sometimes it's in the silence that her intensity is most powerful. People are used to others trying to fill space with noise, small talk, exaggerated expressions, over-the-top reactions. But a Sigma female is different. She can be perfectly comfortable in silence, and that throws people off in the best way. Her quietness isn't emptiness. It's full of thought, emotion, and awareness. When she does speak, it's deliberate and meaningful. People listen when she talks, not just because of what she says, but because of the energy behind it. Her intense presence leaves a mark. She doesn't try to be mysterious or alluring, but people can't help but wonder what's going on in her mind. There's always a sense that there's more to her than what meets the eye, and that makes people want to know more, even if she's not interested in revealing everything. This kind of quiet intensity makes her deeply attractive in ways that go beyond looks or charm. What's even more interesting is that she often doesn't realize the effect she's having. She's just being herself, focused on whatever she's thinking or feeling in that moment. But for others, her presence is magnetic. They leave conversations with her feeling intrigued, trying to figure out what it is about her that draws them in so much. It's this subtle intensity that makes her far more attractive than she realizes. Number 5. The inexplicable double takes. People often do a double take when they see a Sigma female, but she's usually the last to notice. It's not because of anything obvious like flashy clothes or heavy makeup. It's something about her that catches their attention in a more subtle way. There's an air of mystery, a quiet confidence, that makes people look twice without fully understanding why. It's not about her trying to stand out, but the fact that she naturally does without effort. These double takes aren't always because of her physical appearance alone, although that plays a part. It's more about the combination of how she carries herself and her presence. She can be walking down the street, sitting in a meeting, or just minding her own business, and people find themselves glancing her way, wondering what it is that makes her stand out. It's the unspoken energy she gives off. Something about her feels different from everyone else, and that piques curiosity. What makes it even more interesting is that she's often too focused on what she's doing to notice these reactions. She's not looking for approval or trying to be the center of attention, which makes her all the more intriguing. People are drawn to those who seem self-contained and comfortable in their own skin, and the Sigma female embodies that without even trying. It's this natural magnetism that keeps people's attention lingering on her. Whether it's a passing glance or a long, thoughtful stare, people can't help but take notice. And while others may rely on external factors to get attention, the Sigma female's appeal comes from something deeper. It's not something you can pinpoint, but it's there, and it's one of the clearest signs she's more attractive than she realizes. Number 6. The halo effect without trying. The Sigma female possesses a captivating blend of intelligence, independence, and poise that creates what psychologists refer to as the halo effect. This phenomenon occurs when one positive quality leads to the perception of other positive traits. In her case, people unconsciously project her strengths onto various aspects of her life, making her appear more attractive, competent, and accomplished in every area. This isn't something she actively cultivates, it's simply a byproduct of who she is. When people first encounter a Sigma female, they're often struck by her confidence and clarity of thought. She exudes a sense of self-assuredness that is hard to ignore. This impression sets the stage for how they perceive her in other areas. For example, if she speaks passionately about her career, others are likely to view her as exceptionally capable and knowledgeable, even if they don't have all the details of her work. The same goes for her physical appearance. The way she carries herself, her choice of clothing, and her overall demeanor contribute to an image that's seen as more attractive simply because of the positive traits she embodies. This halo effect operates on a subconscious level, influencing how people engage with her. They may be more inclined to listen to her ideas or offer support in her endeavors, believing that someone with such an impressive presence must also excel in other areas. It's a cycle that feeds itself. Her strong qualities enhance others' perceptions, leading to more opportunities and positive interactions, which in turn further amplifies that initial impression of attractiveness. Interestingly, she may not even realize the extent of this effect. She's simply being herself, navigating her life with authenticity and grace. Yet this unintentional magnetism draws people in, often leaving them wanting to be part of her world. Her very existence serves as a reminder that attractiveness goes beyond mere physical traits. It's about the energy and confidence one exudes. The halo effect shines brightly around her, making her not just attractive but compelling in every sense of the word. Number 7. She's hard to forget. Most people blend into the background, easily forgotten once they leave the room. But a Sigma female is anything but forgettable. She has a presence that lingers in the minds of those she interacts with, making an impression that can last far beyond a single encounter. While she might think of herself as just another person in the crowd, the truth is that her unique qualities leave an indelible mark on others. When she walks away from a conversation, people often find themselves reflecting on her words, her energy, and the way she carried herself. There's something about her authenticity and confidence that resonates deeply. She doesn't just share opinions, she shares pieces of herself, and that vulnerability captivates others. They remember not only what she said, but how she made them feel. Her ability to connect on a deeper level creates a sense of familiarity that isn't easily erased. People are drawn to the depth she brings to conversations, her sharp wit, and her insightful perspectives. These qualities prompt them to think about her long after they part ways. Friends, colleagues, or even casual acquaintances may find themselves reminiscing about her long after she's gone, replaying the interaction in their minds and dissecting what made it special. This isn't just idle daydreaming. It's a testament to the impact she has on those around her. What's remarkable is that she may remain blissfully unaware of this effect she has on people. She isn't seeking validation or attention. She's simply being herself. But that genuine nature is what makes her unforgettable. Unlike others who might strive to be memorable through theatrics or exaggeration, she effortlessly stands out just by being true to who she is. In a world filled with forgettable encounters, the Sigma female shines as a beacon of authenticity, ensuring that those who cross her path will carry a piece of her with them, always. Number 8. Attraction without realization. A Sigma female has a way of attracting people without even realizing it. She's not the type to actively seek attention or validation, but somehow, people are naturally drawn to her. It's a subtle pull that she often overlooks because she's too busy focusing on her own goals and interests. While others may go out of their way to be liked or noticed, she's simply living her life, unaware of the intrigue she sparks around her. What's fascinating is that the more she ignores the need for attention, the more people seem to crave it from her. They want to be in her good graces, to be acknowledged by someone who seems so unbothered by the social games most people play. It's like they sense something different about her, an independence and self-assurance that is refreshing in a world filled with people constantly seeking approval. This quiet magnetism creates a sense of mystery, making others wonder what it is that makes her so confident and unaffected. She might not notice how people subtly try to impress her or gain her favor because it's not something she's looking for. She's not playing along with the usual social dynamics, and that's what makes her stand out even more. People are used to others trying to win them over, but with the Sigma female, there's no chase, no effort to be liked, and that's exactly why they gravitate toward her. Her self-contained nature makes her more appealing, even though she's completely unaware of it. In a world where so many are trying to catch attention, her ability to draw people in without trying is a rare gift. It's not forced or deliberate. It's just who she is. And that effortless allure is what makes her stand out even more. Number 9. People are intrigued, not just interested. There's a big difference between someone sparking interest and someone creating intrigue, and a Sigma female falls into the latter category. People aren't just curious about her, they're captivated by her. It's not just about wanting to get to know her on a surface level or dating her for superficial reasons. Instead, people feel a pull to understand her, to unravel the layers of her complex personality. She has an air of mystery that people can't quite figure out, and that's what makes her so compelling. What makes this even more fascinating is that she's often completely unaware of how deep this attraction goes. While others might be consciously aware of their effect on people, the Sigma female is so focused on her own life, goals, and personal growth that she doesn't even realize how much people are drawn to her. She's not trying to be mysterious, it's just who she is. Her independence, self-sufficiency, and reluctance to conform to social norms leave people intrigued, wanting to know more. This intrigue runs deeper than physical attraction. People want to understand her mind, her motivations, and what makes her tick. She's not easy to read or predict, and that keeps people hooked. While others might offer everything on the surface, the Sigma female presents layers that require time and effort to uncover. It's a challenge for those around her, and people love challenges. In a world where many people are predictable or easy to figure out, the complexity of a Sigma female is like a puzzle people can't wait to solve. And while she may not even be aware of it, this is one of the strongest signs that she's far more attractive than she thinks. It's not just interest she's sparking. It's a deep, lasting intrigue that keeps people wanting more. Number 10. Others are eager to impress her. For a Sigma female, the world around her often seems like a casual landscape where people are simply being friendly or polite. However, beneath that surface, many are eager to impress her. She may not consciously recognize this dynamic, but it's very real. People instinctively sense her strength, independence, and the aura of confidence she exudes, which makes her a benchmark for what they aspire to be. This unconscious standard is a powerful force that can shape social interactions in ways she may not fully grasp. When she walks into a room, there's a shift in energy. Conversations may pick up, and the atmosphere can feel charged as people subconsciously adjust their behavior in her presence. They might adopt a more confident posture, share impressive anecdotes, or even attempt to showcase their intellect or accomplishments. This eagerness to impress often stems from a genuine admiration for her self-assuredness and the qualities that make her so attractive. She represents a kind of ideal, someone who doesn't conform to societal norms and who embraces her individuality. Interestingly, this effect isn't about pressure or expectation, it's more about inspiration. People don't feel like they have to change who they are to gain her approval. Instead, they want to rise to the occasion and show their best selves around her. This dynamic creates a fascinating cycle. The more she embodies her authentic self, the more others are motivated to reflect that strength in their interactions with her. While she may brush off compliments as mere friendliness or casual gestures, the truth is that people are often trying to shine in her light. They want to showcase their worthiness in her eyes, not because they believe she judges them, but because they respect what she represents. Her very presence sets a standard that inspires others to elevate themselves, making her attractiveness not just a matter of allure, but also of influence. In a world where many struggle to define their identity and seek validation from others, the Sigma female emerges as a breath of fresh air. Her allure transcends the superficial, rooted in a rich tapestry of qualities that make her genuinely captivating. From her effortless independence to the magnetic intrigue she inspires, she embodies a rare combination of strength, depth, and authenticity that sets her apart. The signs that she is more attractive than she realizes are not just flattery. They reveal the profound impact she has on those around her. Whether it's the halo effect that enhances her every quality, the way others are eager to impress her, or how she lingers in their thoughts long after an interaction, the Sigma female leaves an undeniable mark. Her complexity invites curiosity, making people not just want to know her, but to truly understand her. While she may navigate life with a sense of unawareness about her captivating nature, her presence is a powerful reminder of the beauty that lies in authenticity. She teaches us that true attractiveness comes not from conforming to societal expectations, but from embracing one's individuality. In a sea of faces, the Sigma female shines brightly, not just as an ideal of beauty, but as an embodiment of strength, intelligence, and unyielding self-worth. Ultimately, it's this very essence that makes her unforgettable, a rare gem in a world that often overlooks the extraordinary. If you enjoyed unraveling the captivating world of the Sigma female with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community for more insightful content that dives deep into the extraordinary. Let's embark on this journey together, because trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Hit subscribe and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks, damsels, for tuning in. See you in the next vid. Bye and stay blessed.